First off, Joan is annoyingly one-dimensional. We had some fantastic multi-layered villains like the St. John's, Carver, hell even season 4 Lily in the final season, but hell even the governor from the comics. But Joan, she's just a typical power-hungry politician. Like, she feels more like an obstacle than a true villain. There's no complex motivation behind her actions other than a desire for control and keeping her twisted system going. No deeper backstory, no internal conflict, just a bland-ass, self-righteous leader who abuses her authority. And that's what makes her such a frustrating-ass villain to even engage with in the first place. To be honest, she is the worst villain in the whole entire franchise. Now let's talk about how hypocritical Joan is. She constantly hides behind the idea that everything she does is for the sake of the community's survival, but while she claims to keep Richmond safe, she's secretly sending people out to raid other communities like Troops Camp, and hell even the spot that Harvey and family had went to get some goddamn gas. Like, she secretly sent them out to like basically put innocent lives at risk too. It's so hypocritical, and not even in the clever, complex way that you expect from a well-written goddamn villain anyway. Like, she wants to have her cake and eat it too. Be seen as a survivor while acting like a dictator. Like, bitch, shut up. You got no say so in what you doing, cause ain't none of that justifiable. She often manipulate those around her to maintain control too, and it's kind of crazy cause the way she speak is so suspicious. Like, how in the world could you have all these people believing what you saying? Like, she has the worst manipulation tactics. Like, like everyone else in Richmond had to be the R word, because ain't no way the child is that done to fall for what she's saying. But the way it's done is just so stupid. Like, as anybody play the damn game, like, you see right through her, and it makes you wonder how can anyone else in Richmond has even caught on yet. Like, that's what's crazy though. Joan's self-righteousness is one of the most annoying things about her. You know, she acts as if her way is the only way to like survive, enforcing brutal laws and executions in the name of justice. But here's the kicker, there's no justification for that. Telltale tries to make us see her as a strong leader doing what's necessary in hard times, but in my opinion, that just comes off lazy writing. Her decisions aren't the hard choices of a morally great character, they are just the actions of a power-hungry individual masking tyranny as law and order. Instead of feeling like a complex, morally great figure, she's simply someone we just want to get rid of as soon as possible. That's why I chose to shoot her behind, even though that some people didn't want me to do it. But I just shot her anyway. There's no complaining. I'm telling you right now, there's no compelling reason to sympathize with her or even understand her perspective, and that just make her less interesting overall. Like, if anybody actually chose to take that deal, what could have been a smart choice. But David, he just hold us for no fucking reason. He ain't had no business doing that. You know, we could have just took our tail and left. But nah, David had other plans. In a game about survival in a zombie apocalypse, you'd expect, you know, the human villains to be terrifying or at least dangerous. But Joan never quite lives up to that. Sure, she has power enrichment and manipulates people behind the scenes, but she never feels like a real threat compared to characters like Carver from season 2 or the chaos brought by the New Frontier themselves. When push comes to shove, she just feels weak. And that really takes the tension out of the conflict. And in the final showdown between us and Joan, it doesn't even feel as intense or as satisfying as it should be, because frankly, she never seemed like a worthy adversary in the first place. The stakes wasn't just there. The most annoying part about Joan's character is the missed potential. Telltale could have given us a deep, morally gray antagonist, someone who challenges, you know, our sense of right and wrong. Instead, we got a villain who feels underdeveloped, predictable, and flat. You know, Joan, like, she could have been more of a compelling character, but she falls short in almost every way. There was no moment that made me think, like, maybe she right, or actually question my own decisions. You know, she was just another corrupt leader in a world filled with them. So in the end, Joan is an annoying villain, not because she was too evil, but because she's not complex enough. Telltale's The Walking Dead has given us some amazing villains in the past, but Joan, she was more of a nuisance than a real antagonist. So what did y'all think? Did y'all find Joan as annoying as I did? Or did y'all actually thought that she actually added something differently to your experience? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it.